Mute Maniac here, and today we're going to be playing some Strife Battlefield. It has been a little over 2 weeks since I've really, got down, rolled my sleeves up, and started playing some Strife. I'm purposely not playing Raid. Like I said in the previous videos, if you watched any of them, I got a little burnout, so I'm taking a little King God Castle break. Just doing my Dominion dailies and all that fun stuff. Also, I ran out of gold because when I made a bunch of videos, I have to move equipment all the time, and I just got to a point where like I couldn't even experiment anymore. They really need to take the gold out of the equation when moving accessories. I think it's pretty ridiculous. I do have like, oh my god, 114 flags, so I might just have to grind Goblin Hunt at some point, but yeah, maybe not today. Okay, so guys, the raid build that we're looking at right now is basically, in my opinion, the strongest build that you can have for a lot of reasons, and so I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. But essentially, it's Elpis, Windmill Mel, like where you just keep swirling. The DPS that you can get Mel at is scaled mostly by attack speed, so we're going to be really focusing hard on attack speed. There's a couple of pieces to this. So recently I was able to finish Elpis. It took for freaking ever because I didn't want to spend a bajillion dollars to get it. And so I slowly grinded, and I got final push. Last week I was able to get Elpis on Mel. Elpis is a courage, based legacy. When killed, you get to revive. By the way, I had to save a ton of legacy stones to max this thing out. Like this is like probably 4 months in the making. When killed, has a 100% chance to revive with 100% HP, 100% MP, up to 2 times each battle. You get additional 50% damage dealt upon reviving for 10 seconds, and then gets reduced damage taken. So, now I will say this, the Axe Legacy, where she does more damage, is probably better in most cases. However, in Strife, I think Elpis makes sense, and the accessories we have are focused on physical crit damage. My best guess based on here is that Advent of Light, and with it unleashed, those swooshes are, I don't think it's a magical attack. I believe it's physical attack. I believe it's a normal attack, right? So because this attacks enemies within 3 XP blocks in front. So I because of that assumption, and if I'm wrong, please tell me, because that'll help. I based my assumption on watching the damage numbers. We went with attack speed, and physical crit damage. I do have a spell crit version of this, which I have on Bellina. So basically, we just get Mel up and running and get her attacking as fast as possible. Now, a couple problems with Mel is that she pops easy. Elpis helps with that. Excuse me, by pops, I mean she dies very easily. If you don't know what Mel does, you get 30% movement speed, and she stuns people, but we're not gonna use that. We're using Unleash because we want the 500 additional defense. As you can see, I only have 500 and 600, so we're at 1,000 defense when we get this up and running. All right. So what's important about this build is that we're using Lunaires. The reason why we're using Lunaires is one, my Lunaire build is all about attack, as you can see here, lots of attack. You get the mighty blocks. Okay. So +2 mighty blocks to the target. This is super important for Mel because Mel will die. So not only do we need Mel to be swinging like a lot, we also need her to stay alive so that she can continue to swing. She's kind of a glass cannon, and this kind of helps with that. So not only are we going to be able to give Mel a lot more stats, with Lunaires because she's giving both attack and spell power, which is important for Mel's combo. Mel scales on both attack and spell power. We're going to be getting lots. If I have 3 Lunaires, that's 6 Mighty Blocks. If I have 8 Lunaires, that's 16 Mighty Blocks, okay? What we're doing is we're using that in combination with Bloodstained Sword. 30% chance to negate the destruction of a Mighty Block. So if you stack 20 Mighty Blocks, you're essentially statistically going to have 26 Mighty Blocks, roughly, right? Let me see how dumb I am. I'm pretty sure I'm dumb, though. I'm pretty sure I'm done 20 times 0.3. Yeah, it's 6. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so that's part of the build. The other part of the build is Bellina. And Bellina has all of the critical attack. Bellina is also coming to the table with a fully upgraded book. And the book is going to increase our crit damage and our crit chance, but it's also going to strip crowd control. Bellina on her own does a lot of damage. She does a lot of damage, and she's consistently doing damage. So, she's here for boss fights. She's here for awkward pathing issues that Mel runs into. She's here to strip defense. I mean, she's just, in my opinion, the support hero. And if I'm gonna have a lineup, I'm going to try to use the best of the best that I can. For different purposes. She's going to do damage. Her mental explosion ability is extremely strong. So, that's pretty much it. And I consider Bellina in this case not only a support, but a co-carry as well. And when Mel can't get it done, Bellina will get it done, right? So, we have a Lunaire. Lunaires are popping on Mel. We have Mel. Mel has Elpis. If you don't have the shmoney for Elpis, you can throw Axe on her as well. Axe is a great secondary. And I've played tons of Strife with Axe on Mel, and I've placed 24th, plenty of times. 24th round. So the next 2 people are obvious. Out of all of the Fear set people, Tason is my favorite. And so I have reconstructed, and I finally got a really well-balanced physical defense and spell defense Tason with 64 menace. So it's 64 menace plus 40, that's 104. And then we get additional 30% final menace, so 104 plus the 50, that's 154 menace. Then we get a little boost from the final menace, and then we get an increased menace effect. So Tason is going to insta-hit everybody in front of him and instantly apply Menace. Our Menace duration is increased by 6.5 seconds. If you look how Menace works, it's essentially the Menace reduces the defense of the target dealt damage by the equipped hero for 1.5. So we're going to add this 6.5, so it makes it 8 seconds. So we're going to be stripping defense of everyone that Tason hits for 8 seconds. And it's a lot. We're going to be taking a lot of defense off of people. And this is very important for Strife because heat increases defense. And this is how not only do we have a hero that can that can essentially remove defense, but he's also a tank, right? So keep in mind, we do have some defense here, and we have a character that's going to be giving guard. So super strong. I think that Tason is mandatory in Strife for so many reasons, and it's like he almost this is a mandatory character for Strife. Link hero is mandatory in Strife, and so is Tason. Tason will disrupt spellcasters that are at the very top of the battlefield that you won't be able to touch. And unless you have him, unless you're doing teleport pad, there's really nobody else that can, or if you're using like Naria and you just straight kill them outright, There's like nobody else that's going to disrupt the yellow caster, you know, and things like that. So Tason's super important. So outside of all that, what we're using is we have Elizabeth, and so Elizabeth, the stuff I have on her doesn't really matter. I just want Elizabeth to stay alive. So I am going for the +5 MP when hit, obtains protection equal to 100% of max MP at the beginning of battle. I just want my Elizabeths to stay alive. Elizabeth is here to make stunning babies. Stunning rock babies that look like this. You could probably tell from my YouTube intro that Elizabeth is my favorite hero. I wish she had more skins. I like her a lot. I like her art. I like the summoning aspect from her. I like the fact that she stuns. I wish that there was a way to make her do more damage, but that's okay. So there's a lot that this particular build has to offer her. She's a tenacity hero, so if you have Endless Veracity, she will increase her defense by 100 every time one of her little babies dies. So it's almost like a self-proccing increased defense, and generates protection equal to 100% of max HP when you get to the max stacked. So I'm really not worried about the increased final damage. What I really care about, honestly, is I'm getting a lot of stats added to her, and it really makes it so that I can get a lot of defense. So you could see we have a lot of physical defense. We have a lot of spell defense here. She's going to be keeping herself alive. And when her little creatures blow up, they do a 1-second stun. And it's just good. It's just good overall, in my opinion. She gets in the way, right? She gets in the way, and you know, it's kind of one of those things where this is a pain for Mel, but also it's very, very necessary to have a group of enemies, like a very strong wall. So what I'm going to do is put an Elizabeth on one side and an Elizabeth on the other side, and have Tason's in the on the inners, and then I'll have Mel in the middle so that Mel has full access to get and punch through, and that's kind of the plan. So on top of all that, we are looking at Bargery. Bargery is using Drum. I might end up with 2 Bargeries depending on how things work out. Bargery grants protection based on HP, which is not that impressive because Bargery's protection isn't that great. But we do get 50 guard, and we do increase guard duration. Bargery is giving everybody lifting melody, so we're gonna get a lot of MP. The more MP, the more things happen. Bargery is who's getting our Mel online, so that's super important. And we probably want to. If I can give Bargery more range, I will. Bargery's doing quite a few things. Bargery is filling up MP for Tason, so Tason can throw more. Like, we're gonna go Tiger Strike here. Throw more of his ability. Bargery gets Mel online. Bargery fills up Bellina's mana pool so that Bellina can do more eyeballs or create more auto turret stuff. Bargery gets Lunaire's online because Lunaire is going to be using Protection of the Moon instead of Swift Blessing. And Bargery is going to be helping trigger Elizabeth. Elizabeth and Tason both have 50% of their mana pool halfway filled. We are going to be doing a 10 altar of Mage so that this Elizabeth will pop instantly, and Mel will pop instantly at the beginning of battle. However, if Bargery, hopefully within the first 2 seconds of the fight, casts Lifting Melody, that's going to get Mel online. That's going to refill Tason's MP and help refill Elizabeth's MP, and that's going to get us, where we have more stunning creatures. More disruption. Tason's gonna pull enemies towards Mel and help group them up so that Mel can swing, right? And all while this is happening, Bellina's just laying down damage. So 4 or 5 Lunaires on a Mel. Mel's stats are scaling. So as you can see, her damage is increased by both spell power and attack, and that's where our Perpetual Void comes in. Perpetual Void is going to increase everybody by 210% on max stats, and if I have 2 Elizabeths making babies that are killing themselves and stunning the enemy, then we're good to go. Lastly, you could use a lot in your last slot. I mean, I could do Fear Devourer. You could do Penetrating Spear in here. Penetrating Spear would be good for Bardry, good for Elizabeth, good for Bellina. You know, there's a lot of different options you could do on your flex slot in this build. It really comes down to how you want to do it. Personally, I find that having Fear Devourer add the 8% damage per second, sometimes I'll find that I just barely win towards the end, and it's because we're getting that scaled damage across the board. Mel and Bellina are the only 2 people on this team doing damage. It's not like I have any other damage dealers, and so giving them any kind of edge that I can, any kind of stacking that I can, is important. And as you can see, like, I only have 216 additional attack speed on Mel here. It's not like I don't really have perfect relics. You know, they're perfect-ish, but I don't spend money like on this game too much. I'm like 70% free to play, 30% pay to win, right? So this is kind of be as far as I can get. But 200% attack speed on Mel is not terrible, especially when I stack. We're gonna stack tons of bows on her and stuff like that. So anyway, guys, that is the build. I am doing 10, 15, 5. I'm going to be hunting for Blood Altar in my strats. So if I find that I'm consistently not getting mighty blocks, I might change this to 10, 10, and 10. But I think that having Hero Altar at 15 has such a massive payoff in Strife that it would be doing me a disservice. The risk makes the most sense here, in my opinion. So with that being said, we're going to actually play Strife. So 17 minutes in. I know that a lot of you guys, like, everything that I said, you probably know mostly, but, you know, I like to take some time to really explain these builds because they're complicated. There's a lot of new players out there, and they might not, you know, you might know 80% of the information I shared, but maybe there's something that you didn't know and all of that. And so, you know, we kind of go there. You know, I think, it's important to have, you need to have a menace person and you need to have a guard person. And you have to think about who is going to be best at delivering those mechanics, who's going to be consistent, who's going to bring value to the team. And somebody canceled. Get back in there. And so that's what I think when I think of my builds. I'm like, okay, I know I need to have a carry. I know I need to have a decent amount of front row tanks that can absorb damage. You know, there's a lot to kind of figure out. All right, we're going in, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be versing bots, but I'm going to sip my coffee here. First sip of coffee of the day. Okay, this is the thing. Mel and Elizabeth, not bad starting. This isn't great. I'll take the money, and we'll get an initial Tason. So, you know, it's cool. And watch Tason and Elizabeth, because we have 10 Mage Altar, they're going to pop immediately. And it also helps to have Mel at 40 right away. So they both pop. I got a little baby, I got a little pull, and easy. 0 heat. The only round in the entire game where we have 0 heat. So, that feels good. Alright, we expand. I typically expand always on turn 2. And I hope to see a BTS here, and I do. So, and I'm going to keep Frost Tribe. We are at 13. Next turn we'll be at 23. Frost Tribe is going to just get us there sooner. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And and I can't not talk about Slime Round, which is coming up. There is a chance that we'll beat it. I need Tasons, really. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll be going to be fan of Bellina as well. I am going to expand again, and I'm going to grab Frost. These two aren't bad. I mean, this would guarantee that I get strats next turn, so I think I'll do that. We'll drop Frost, and these rounds are easy, so if I'm going to take a risk, like, now's the time. I really would like to have Blood Altar for Mighty Blocks. Okay, so Altar of Heroes, Blacksmith, and Greed. This is not what we want. I'll take it if I can't get it. Okay, God's Flame. I think I will try to be greedy. And I'll take God's Flame. Okay, so we now have 2 Mighty Blocks. Let's add some people. We got Bellina here. Bellina is solid. And let's go look. I no longer want these guys, but we're going to take them. We're going to take them. So Bellina is doing Bellina things. You know who we're missing is Bargery. And if I find a Bargery, I'll just merge an Elizabeth together. We're not looking too good, honestly. We have a lot of heroes, but we're not that solid yet. I'll do a merge, and I'll probably do a second Mel. And the reason why I'll do second Mel here is because she has Elpis. So if she dies, she'll still kind of disrupt. Let's take this. Actually, no, we'll do that for sure. Throw another Elizabeth on the field. Interesting. Bargery's being suppressed, which is kind of good bad. We will get a Bargery, but... And Bargery being suppressed means I'll get a couple of them. Then I won't have to sell a bunch of them later, hopefully. So it's like good bad. It's like bad now, but good for later. Okay. We're gonna have some issues. Now, Elpis might help us carry the situation. Do I have a bow? I do. I'll buy bow, and we got a Bargery. I'm gonna sell this. Lunaire's here. This is okay. That's not the greatest situation. We do have some money. Pop 2 more. Yikes. What do I do? Alright, I'm doing this. Having a Tason at this level is pretty good. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Bargery is giving everybody MP. Bellina being alive, staying alive is really important for this to work out. And I think we have it. Wow, that was interesting. It kind of worked. Tason at tier 5 is really strong for Slime Round. This is good bad, but we'll see what happens. Okay, my Tason's tier 6. And now my Tason's going to be jacked as F, as they say in the medical community. Okay. We're starting to get there. We'll grab this. Attack speeds. I'm going to take all the attack speeds that I can get my hands on. We'll bring our Lunaire out. Lunaire number 1. And I'm probably going to sell and buy. Okay, that's important. I need Bargery to be at least tier 3. I don't know how we're going to pull this off. These guys are going to do an insane amount of damage when they explode. Oh, and then there's slimes coming in at 161 heat. Yeah, there's no way. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Mel's just Doing everything she can to keep us going. Come on, Mel. We got this. Dudes, did we pull this off? Holy crap, man. Holy crap. We did 1,000,000 damage at 100 heat. A lot of that has to do with the fact that Tason, it was ripping the defense off. See how much defense is here? 1,700. So Tason had used his ability a whole bunch. And it made a huge difference. The fact that we got tenacity earlier and Tason is, yeah, we'll hold here. And Tason's at the tier that he's at is pretty damn good. We'll have to start expanding soon. We will not win this, but that's okay because look, we're ahead. And I honestly would be relieved if we didn't win this because then I would just be able to coast through the next couple of rounds. But Bellina, dude, Bellina, look, that was a 300,000 damage that was done. You know, it's not like it wasn't helpful. You know what I'm saying? And also what Bellina did was during the stun round, she was keeping my guys from being stunned with the CC immunity. So that's extremely strong. All right, so we're going to start to get to a place that we want to. We have, I think I put Bellina here. Maybe not. We're getting there. We're getting there. We did grow, so we'll continue to do that. More attack speed. More attack speed and a BTS for round 14. I mean, that's not bad. Let's drop this, get more attack speed on the field. And my carry is super weak. I have to solve that. So we're going to be spending some money. But we're in a good spot, dude. I mean, we have tenacity. We have 2 tenacity heroes that are benefiting from Tenacious Formation. That's pretty good. And they already had a lot of defense to begin with. So it's pretty solid. And yeah, we'll sweep through this. Let's start actually looking at what other people. So we have a Hanzi build, it's going to be easy to beat. I guess this is a Ray build. I'm not worried about that. And a Kane build. Okay. This is easy mode, guys. This is easy mode. I mean, we could still lose to, like, I will call it the environment, right? We could still lose to just the fact that they made Strife a lot harder, but I'm not too worried about it. So I'm going to expand again. I like 2 Lunaires on this build. I'll put an Elizabeth up here, and then it's all going to be Lunaires. And that'll be the build. That'll be the formation, at the very least. And I'm not being too strategic. I'm just trying to get... that's perfect. That is perfect. Attack speed's here. This is straight damage for Mel. So we'll get there. I'm holding on to Blue Book when I get Mel to tier 4. So, you know, and we have low heat. So we can take the time now to get our formation in order and roll. So... good. What I might do is I might move Tason back 1, so that Elizabeth has the opportunity, has more space to spawn her minions. We'll cross that bridge. But guys, we're looking at 600,000 damage, and we only have a tier 3 now. That's pretty crazy. All right, let's continue. Things are looking good here. I'm putting all my staffs are going on Lunaire. We can finally get her to that tier. Sword, we get 3 mighty blocks on her, that's massive. Think about my life choices for a second. I think I might make Lunaire bigger. So Lunaire's at 1400, she's going to give most of that here, so that's pretty solid. And let's just get... Damn, slimes are good, not in this situation, but let's Let's just get them out. I might merge these two. We'll see. We'll see. I want to get Elizabeth up there. So I like 2 Bargeries just because, one, it gives me some redundancy, but 2, it just keeps everyone's mana pool full. And that matters, especially with Tason. Tason will just keeps, like, pulling and stunning and pulling and stunning and refreshing that exposed weakness. Alright, let's see what we get. Let's see what's going on here. 1 silver for every silver hold. Sure, I guess that's what we're getting. That was not helpful for me at all, because I spend all my silver. Alright, so I'm going to sell this Lunaire. I'm going to expand, get the other Elizabeth, pull these down. And actually, we'll put these back here for now. Put these back here. Yeah, I think we're good. It's going to be Lunaire Fest from here on out, for the most part. And we might have to change our formation to deal with that. But we'll cross that bridge. Chow's here. I'll take another Chow. No more Chows. No, we'll grab Slime. Sell this Chow. Okay, let's just get this going. So what's good about this round is, see, we're at 111 heat. These guys, well, he lost. This guy's 196 heat, which means these rock throwers are gonna devastate his back line. Those mighty blocks are not gonna be enough to stop him from losing. Yeah, see that shit? It sucks to lose Slime Round. This is the result of losing Slime Round. Yeah, it sucks. 111 heat, no problem. 196 heat, big problem, big problems. So this is the problem when you lose Slime Round. And then this would be an issue if you lost the other one. So we're gonna go Dragon Slayer. We'll grab this. I'll do double refreshes. I would like to start looking for some more Lunaires, so we'll be dealing with that soon. But let's just get our team a bit more fortified. I think at this point I'll do that. If I can find another Bargery, I will. But we just get more MP. See how they combine, and now everyone's gonna get 176 MP, and we'll just do double Lunaire here. And we'll just keep changing this formation as we need to deal with these Lunaires. We're going to have our Elizabeth Sphered, which is okay. It's only 149 heat. We should be fine here. Oh, the ice is a bitch, though. But we unfeared because of Bellina's eyeball, so that's good. Bellina is dead. Problem City. Mel needs to get online right now. Mel needs to get online. There we go. Swoosh, swoosh. 149 heat. I would hate to lose at this level of heat. But we are getting crowd controlled a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Those guys do a lot of crowd control, but we were able to get through. A lot of it had to do with the fact that Tasons are kind of like disrupting them as much as we were being disrupted, so that got us through. If the heat was any higher, we would lose. And now we lose this round, but that's okay. I don't mind. Get our bow here. And get Bargery number 2 back over here. Interesting. So this makes this free. We drop this. Ooh. We do this. I think that's the right play. I do this and I do that. I sell this and I get double silver. And we do that. Okay, everything felt fine there. This is what I want. And here. 225 heat. There is no way in hell that we're surviving this. But if Tasons can just keep popping the pulls, right? See these pulls? Like, we just keep disrupting them, and that just leaves Mel to keep swooshing. Mel dies. Here comes Elpis, but everyone else is dead. So now this is where Elpis really doesn't really work well. Is when you just keep reviving in the middle of all the stuff. Yeah, there was no universe where we would have beat this, but that's okay. So we lost when we wanted to lose for the most part. And now we're going to have we should actually have a pretty good shot of beating golems, or beating the jumping bosses, I should say, that works. Or ogres, or whatever the fuck they are. And we're ahead of these dudes. Yeah, so let's have. I cannot believe Kane Priya. They're doing pretty good, man. What's the plan here? Oh, it's just a hot mess. It's just a hot mess. Good for you, but also. All right, so we're at 92. Our opponents are. Ooh, I'll take that. Let's just keep this rolling. I'll talk about my opponents in just a second. Okay, they're at 132, 132, and 112. I'm attacking the 112. I'm going to hold the boss back. I'm not going to use it. Let's look for Dragon Slayer stuff. I gotta kind of have to go for that. We have Chow Boss again. So play Chow Boss, get the free monies. Do this, get that. And yeah, Chow Bosses are super good. So I've used 2 of them so far, which means that I'm going to get 8 silver per gobbo right now. I think I sell Tasons. I have to start working on getting another Mel to tier 4 so I can cheat my way with Blue Book. And this would actually be quite a difficult round if we didn't beat Slime Round. If we didn't beat Slime Round, this would be like 135, and if somebody dropped a boss, you could lose this round. But because it's only 192 heat, we're going to sleep through it. I'd like Bellina to get to tier 5 on her own as well. That would be quite helpful. Double Sword is nice. Double Sword is super nice. Wow, good for you. That could be a problem, honestly, because if I do get lucky enough to see blood, I'm gonna have a problem because I'm gonna have to sell that Tason. But we'll cross that bridge if and when we get to it. 8% final attack added to the fields. And I'll grab slimes, because you never know towards the end of this game if you're going to take advantage of that or not. Damn. I'll sell a Tason. Cool, guess what? We get to have a doubled up Bellina, dude. Here's an attack. Here's a attack speed bow for you. Attack speed on Bellina is super good. I'm just going to choose to do that. I just think it's important to maybe balance out what I have going on here. And let's see what happens. Alright, lots of pulls. Lots of pulls from our Tasons. I don't know why he's walking. He should be using his ability. I think he might have to hit before he can pull. But 93 heat's no big deal. 124. I hope I get to attack Daniel next turn, so we can just take him out, get down to 2. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. +1 troop size, please. Por favor. Yes. Thank you. I'm not going to waste an attack on Priya. Priya just sucks. It's not going to be a thing. We get to turn our Mel up a little bit more. I'll pop Slime just for the hell of it. Damn. 3 silver. I mean 8 silver. I really cannot. And we'll keep this guy for next round. So we'll get slime. We'll get slime. We'll drop this guy. Get the extra silver. And I don't think I need any more Bellinas for the rest of the game at this point. I think from here on out, it's going to be getting more Lunaires on the field, which means Bardry goes up, and we get Lunaire number 2. Yeah. Okay. Holka. I think we're good. I think we're good. Yeah, so like most people would have at this point already had 5 or 6 Lunaires. We're going to be basically building Lunaires the rest of the game. Yeah, so I mean I don't even need to. We're against a bunch of scrubs right now. Like, you know, I call them scrubs, but they're playing like jank, non-meta stuff. I could lose to environment, but I highly doubt it. See, like, we'll be fine. This should be pretty easy. So, you see how I kind of made a little plus sign? All these Lunaires, this formation allows for me to put 6 Lunaires back here, and they'll all attach to Mel. I did put Marjorie in the front, you know, for what it's worth. We'll grab the attack speed. I'll get the free refreshes, because I would like to see a Sharp Claws. I haven't seen a Sharp Claws yet this game. It would be nice to get one. Nope, but we do have a Musket Slime, so we'll pop Musket Slime. And attacking Priya at 122 is just not even worth it. I mean, her carry's being frozen. You know what? No, we're not. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. How many more refreshes do I have? 0? Alright, we'll keep going. Our Tason's going to get frozen. Mel gets online. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. Let's have a look at our damage. I can't find my damage arrow. Where is it at? There it is. It's like hiding. Dude, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, I don't want to see their damage. I want to see our damage. 2.2 mil. Half a mil on Bellina. Like, you know, it's not bad, right? Like, I hardly have any equipment on Bellina, and she's still bringing a half mil to the table. It's pretty solid, man. It's pretty solid. We are doing a lot of debuffing. The Lunaires are doing good stuff. I mean, you know, it's a solid build, man. A solid, fun build. Whenever I go against, what do we get? Oh dear Lord, who do I want to revive 1,000 times? You know who I think I want to revive? I think it'd be great if we just got revived a bunch of times. We are at 6.39 attack speed. Our main Lunaire has good stuff. Lunaire again. Move. Now we're all, see this, guys, right here. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. 6 right in the middle. We'll merge, and we're attacking Daniel. Daniel is at 106. Oh, it's yellow round, though. It's yellow round. So we'll drop this on yellow round, and I'll just do Slime, Slime Knight. I'll grab this just to have it for next round. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a big thing, but so Tason will disrupt yellows. Here comes a disruption. Nobody gets yellowed. Right. If I win this, I'd be pretty happy with myself. You know, it really comes down to, can Mel put the damage out before yellow does the yellow effect on Lunaires? I think she can. I think she can clear this. Bellina too, though. Almost 1 million damage out of her. 9 mil out of Mel. And we have a tier 3 Elizabeth still alive. That goes to show you the power of that tenacity, endless veracity legacy, guys. Just crazy. Having the HP refreshed from we get 100% protection from her accessories, and then when Veracity hits 8 deaths, she gets her HP refreshed again. It's kind of broken. Who are we waiting on? Okay, we're waiting on this. What in the heck? Is this good, Mill? Yeah, that's kind of funny. 288 heat. There's absolutely no way on God's green earth that we're not going to get that. But I'm going to throw this sword right here on lead Lunaire. I'm going to pop this. We're going to sell Mel's. We don't need them anymore. And we're going to look for Lunaire. And Lunaire's already on the correct person. Isn't this kind of working out? I think it does pretty well. We'll drop this. And I'm going to get the refresh guy so that I have a shot at looking for... I'll take that. Chow boss, man. Why do you do this to me? We'll drop this, sell this, drop this for attack speed. We are at 70% additional attack speed. Dragon Slayer is really, really good, man. We lose this. We lose this for sure. 126 heat here. Really, it just comes down to us killing Daniel, which we should be able to do. He's already at 140 heat. It'd be great if Daniel lost here. I don't think he's going to, though. How buff is his Agath? Can I click on it? His Agath is pretty swole, dude. His Agath is pretty swole. I'm you know, good for him for the Cane. I wish I could see how much equipment this dude ended up getting because of Cane, but yeah, we definitely lost. There's no way. 288 heat. It was a foregone conclusion. But guess what? We're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. We're gonna clown these guys, basically. That's a medical term. Just making things up. Let's go look for some more Lunaires. So right now, where she has 3 mighty blocks plus 2, that's 5, plus these guys, so that's a total of 12, so that's 17 mighty blocks. We're at 17 mighty blocks so far. It's pretty damn good. Let's pop these 3, and let's see what we get. Sure. 7 seconds in, everyone gets a little boost. I'll take it. This recently got improved. It used to be 8 seconds, 330. Now it's 447. So 30, 26, 25, 24, 23, and now we get the buff. Everyone just had their defensive buffed, and everyone just had their final attack buffed. And we just gonna wreck. 7.6 million damage by Mel. Yeah. We set a boss at him, so this is the environment. I would love just the worst one. Doubles the number of monsters that appear by default. Cool. Yeah, that's fine with me. Let's roll. It's actually a good opportunity for me to see how just broken Mel is. We're going to do a lot of damage. And I think at this point, I just want everyone to get swole as balls. So swole. Double Bardry, dude. Sing the song of the people. We'll do boss, because it's funny. Goblin, slime boss. Yeah, why not? Bam, bam. Enjoy your stuns, bro. This is actually okay. We gave everybody some more MP. I mean, I would have liked actual bosses and stuff. You see this? This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, it randomly selected for us to fight all these guys, but we got a lot of mighty blocks on our carry. We don't have that many mighty blocks on our Lunaire team, so I will cry a little bit. Lunaires are going to get basically wiped. It'd be really cool if my Lunaires can come online. Alright, they're online. Mighty blocks were given to Mel. Can Mel pull this off? Lots of mighty blocks. Mel is taking care of business. The problem is 1, 2, 3, 4 mighty blocks stripped. And there's a Sargula here too. Okay, she comes back to life. Everything's fine. Now we lose. We lose. There's just too many of these dudes, but we still win. So, yeah, top ranks, plus 75 points. We're going to get our free stuff. And that is how it goes down, guys. I really like this build. I think we would have made it to like round like 22, 23 if we were going against real players. But solid, man. Like, I think out of all the Strife builds that are out there, this is the one. You know, I do like my perfect Bellina build as well. As far as consistency goes, I like that one. As far as just straight dealing with problems, I like this one. You know, this run went pretty good. Sometimes you'll get your Mel suppressed, it doesn't go too well. Sometimes you won't find Blood Altar, and it's a little bit harder, but I mean, you saw, like, I don't really need much to make this work. Mel wasn't even my main carry. I had my Tason and my Bellina. They were ahead on tier, and Mel was still doing incredible amounts of damage. Elpis only really helped me through 2 rounds. Like I said, so you know, Axe Legacy is solid. The pay-to-win legacies that I have on this team are not 100%, are not as important as the team comp itself, the strong menace that you have here, and guard here. Like, the team comp, the menace, the guard, and the accessories are probably the most important part of this whole thing. You know, I mean, I can't lie and say that, like, stripping crowd control with book doesn't play a part. I think that book probably plays a massive part in not dealing with, like, we're stripping stuns, we're stripping fears, we're stripping slows, we're stripping reduce attack speed. We're becoming immune to knockback. That book is probably S tier in terms of legacies, and I might do a legacy tier list. I just need more experience with a couple of the more janky ones. I'm also talking to a PvP player, somebody who's on the leaderboard in this game for Arena, and he is explaining a lot of the Arena meta to me, and so I'm learning a lot about, you know, it helps me understand the decisions that are being made by some of the devs. There are some devs that really think that Arena is the end game, and they're making decisions that affect Arena. And the people like me who only play Strife and Invasion, like, I'm seeing those decisions and I'm going, what are you, drunk? And it's like, oh, and then he explains, like, no, this is for Arena. This is 100% for Arena because of this, and this. There are still problems with the devs using spreadsheets and data to make decisions opposed to, like, intuition based on hours of gameplay, which I wish they would do. But, you know, it is what it is, man. We're just going to keep on rolling. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's the first one I've made in quite a while. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And if you like King Godcast content, and this is the first video that you watched of mine, like and subscribe. I do this kind of content all the time, and I'll continue to keep it going. All right, guys. Talk to you next time. Bye now.